And we are on. Okay. Hey, Kingsley. All right. And Dan's here too.
Hey,
Dan. All right. So, hi, everyone. We just wanted to welcome Kingsley on our recording, and we have some exciting news. We are going to be working with Kingsley to host a webinar on July 14th, which I believe falls on, July 14th, and that falls on a Wednesday. And mainly, we just wanted to kind of go over some questions that you guys might have regarding some areas in your body that might be in pain. Right, Kingsley? So I think like one of the conversations we had in the past was that most people are very sedentary right now. A lot of people are working from home for extended periods of time, and all of a sudden, like, back pain is like a huge thing right now. So that's kind of one of the topics that we wanted to address, right?
Yeah, and I have a few clients with related issues. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, thanks, guys. I mean, for sure. I mean, so I'm really excited for this. Just to be able to be able to have like this, this live Q&A with you guys, because yeah, I mean, just for, all the members in the family at RADD and things like that, I want to, I want to offer you guys like a resource here to say like, hey, what is it that, that I can do for myself, empower myself right now, to help myself take care of myself, right? Because especially during like these unprecedented times. So, if it's your low back's bothering you, I mean, if you have like an issue with like a movement for CrossFit, for high intensity exercises, if you're not even sure whether or not you actually have a legitimate injury, or you think that this is something that, it's safe for you, and what else you can do to make yourself better while you're training. Like I want to just, create this opportunity for anyone to ask these questions, right? So, I'm encouraging everyone to flood the inbox with questions, and not be afraid to ask anything.
Yeah, and just for our members a little bit of a background. Why don't you explain kind of like what got you involved in movement, and where you studied, and a little bit about your company.
Well, all right. So I mean, like I started off, graduated 12 years ago. Got my degree from Stony Brook Physical Therapy, and then shortly after I got disenchanted with like the traditional physical therapy practice, I was like, okay, well, I don't like seeing 30 people a day and having like 6 people in per hour and not being able to give them my best because I know I can get them better faster. I decided I was going to work for myself. And so I started actually like, with a concierge practice, and I started seeing patients and clients like at home, at their office, wherever they had space for me to come in and work with them. And, then I also started to like, gravitate towards CrossFit and the movements, because, I was always pretty active when I was younger. I value this, and, nobody wants like the PT who doesn't do anything, right? It's kind of like having like the, maybe the overweight PE teacher, it's kind of like, well, you can only tell me, but you can't show me. And, so I started to obsess over being able to do things and become more capable with what I can do. And so, I think in the long run, I mean, hopefully that should translate into being able to help other people out, especially with, with like your members, be able to one, just still be able to train, not say like, I need to stop working out because I have even like a minor tweak, and then figure out what can you do for that. And, the most important, you guys have the ability to really empower yourself and do the work so that you can help yourself in the long run, and you don't need to depend on somebody all the time to fix your problems.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you so much, Kingsley. And I'm super excited because, one of the things, so we have a group of people that are so on board, and, unfortunately things had to close the gym. So, we have a group of people that have stayed on, and they're honestly, I'm having conversations where they're saying, I feel more fit now than maybe even before. And, being able to work out from home, and like staying consistent, and technically not having to drive somewhere has eliminated, that time constraint that sometimes we have. So it's really important for us to continue to move. It's important for our members to continue to move. And, one of the things that you mentioned was that sometimes, you might feel aches and pains, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stop working out. It's just, you might need to do some additional work for yourself. So that's where you come in. So
Yeah.
we appreciate that.
And another cool thing, we've been talking, but we want to share with the members. Kingsley, how are you adapting during these challenging times of being online? Because, what you're doing is to me, it's exciting to be able to help people virtually, but also for those people that are comfortable seeing you in person.
Yeah.
You have options too.
Yeah, I mean, if, a lot of people think like, hey, physical therapy is like, you need to have like that physical in-person, experience with them every single time. But, I had to also get a little more creative, but, kind of basing off the model of like, empowering you to take care of yourself. I started to do virtual consults and, offer some remote like programming and remote rehab for people. And like, it was actually really exciting because it just kind of challenged me intellectually a little bit differently, and like see like how can I actually be an effective teacher and communicator with somebody from from a distance. And so it's actually been it's been really cool, and and it's nice because it's a mixed bag now. I get half of my appointments are like virtual, half of them are in person, right now. And it's just really cool to see like, see these people make these changes and improve like their, like their physical abilities from a distance, and really not have to put my hands on them. So it saves me some energy. A little more brain power is what's needed, but physically I'm not as tired. So that's good.
That is really good. All right. So again, we are going to be hosting the webinar with Kingsley on Wednesday, July 14th. We will be confirming the time. I'm going to be sending this video recording out to all of our members, and I'll share it with Kingsley so that he can, pull people in if he wants to. So if you have any questions that you want Kingsley to specifically answer for you the day of the webinar, just send either myself or Dan an email or a text, and we'll shoot that back to Kingsley so that he can prepare for it. All right. So we hope to see you then. Thank you, Kingsley.
Thanks, Kingsley.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. Look forward to it.